I'm Krissy Anderson. I am the founder and designer for Mill&Bird leather bags. I started making bags around 2011. I made my first bag for myself. I was looking for a bag and I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for something that was very simple, made out of a very natural leather, a kind of leather that breaks in with wear and with use, and had the look of real leather. A lot of leather gets so over processed that it's completely uniform, and so none of the variation from the animal is left in the leather. And I tend to like leather that will develop a patina over time and does show the scars and marks from the animal that it once was. And so I was looking for that kind of bag, and a bag that didn't have a lot of bells and whistles, not a lot of hardware and studs and a ton of zippers, because that's not really my aesthetic, and I couldn't really find it. And so I decided to make one of my own, and I had a sewing machine, and I bought some leather and I tried to sew it on my sewing machine, and I learned very quickly that I could not sew leather with my kind of home basic sewing machine. And so I just fell into hand stitching kind of by default, because I knew I didn't want to buy one of the bigger walking foot sewing machines that are needed for sewing leather. It would have been way too big of an investment for me to make one bag for myself. And so I learned how to hand stitch. I bought a book, a really good book, and just started practicing on some scraps. And I found some leather that I really liked. I thought it was very interesting, the look of it, and it was an oil tan leather, and it would scratch up, with use, and it kind of got shiny and developed this really beautiful patina over time. So I was very excited about it, and I came up with a really simple design, something that just had two side seams and a simple pocket, and then a handle that folded over that I stitched in half. I knew it was going to take me a very long time to hand stitch it, so I tried to keep that design as minimal as possible. And so I made that bag for myself and started carrying it, and I had a few people stop me and tell me how much they liked it, some of my friends, but what really convinced me that I might be onto something is that strangers stopped me and told me that they liked it as well. And so that was kind of exciting for me, and I decided maybe I should open an Etsy shop. I had a few other designs in mind, and I did that, and then started my website. And then a little bit later, I had a local shop owner, express interest in carrying the bags in her store. And so that was my first shop, and kind of has grown slowly from there.